Oh, hello, welcome back to the Source. Welcome. Oh, hello, welcome back to the SourceFed podcast.
Howdy, hi ho! I'm your host, Steven Suptic, joined by Sam the Clam and Filup. So today we're gonna be doing a bunch of different things, and by that I mean no, we have no topic of conversation besides the "What Did You Do This Weekend" podcast.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Wow!
What'd you do?
This weekend, my girlfriend came back from her cruise, so spent some time with her, got some time in with the fam, brought the dogs back from her parents' house, so our family is once again complete.
Firing on all cylinders.
No empty estrogen here.
No empty estrogen there.
No.
And I told you that I had a dream about your dog.
Which is weird.
What happened?
Your dog's, well, the thing is, his dog has human eyes. I don't know if you noticed that.
Littlefoot does
Yeah.
have a human eye. It has not in the nicest way possible. I just wouldn't want that dog to stare at me for too long.
Right.
I let it stare at me, and I make it. It feels whatever I have inside of me.
You make it stare at you.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking stare.
Yeah,
you
no,
watch Littlefoot. No, I sat on Littlefoot in my dream, and it turned into a little human man.
Weird. With the same eyes?
Yeah.
What did it look like as a human,
blue
though?
eyes.
A little bit like me.
No, not like you. Weirdly.
That's
Not-
very weird.
Not like his
Yeah.
dad.
So if you don't know, I have two beautiful dogs. One of them is Littlefoot. He's a baby Chiweenie, about 8 months old. Actually, I take that back. November 20th is his birthday.
Wow.
So he's not even close to 8 months. He's almost 13 months old.
Wow. You were very off.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
When's his birthday?
What
It was his birthday.
is gonna be? We gotta figure out what to get. What do you get dogs on their birthday? I wanted to get him
On their 13-month birthday.
Get him another one of those raincoats you got him, because that was cute as hell.
Yeah, it's sad how many different outfits we have for our dogs. I know a lot of people out there are like, hey, that's animal abuse. Put your dogs in a costume. Hey, here's the thing. Who gives a shit? It's fucking cute. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like wearing clothes, but I do.
Yeah. If someone put me in a costume, I'd be like, yeah, this is abuse. But yeah, it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yum. Get him treats.
Yeah. Well, no. One of our dogs is getting pretty obese.
That's cool.
No, she's gone up a couple months ago. She was 10 pounds. Now she's 14.
Hey, no, what's with this doggy body shaming? I took my puppy to playtime thing, and they were like, "Oh no, he's too fat." And I was like,
Wait,
"He's
what?
a puppy."
Really?
You've seen pictures of my puppy? He's a little skinny little dachshund.
Yeah, but I don't know. My dog is like obese.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's getting bad to a point where this is probably going to affect her health for years
In
to
the long
come.
run.
Take him on more walks.
Well, it's just like she used to fit so good into her harness, and now I'm taking her for a walk, which I do.
That seems like your problem.
She's like
that seems like a
she's
thing
like-
about you.
Well, she gets too many treats.
Did
Is
she
the
just
thing.
outgrow the harness?
She's just huge. She's like massive. It's bad. Like she's squeezing out of her harness.
She sounds perfect to me.
Sam, no, she's obese.
Now she sounds perfect to me.
Okay, well,
For those just joining us for talking about dogs,
But
for
Philip,
too long.
what have you been doing over the last 2 days?
Okay, so for the last 48 hours, I've been vegging out.
Nice.
And I just Netflixed real hard.
Good.
And here's what I watched a bunch of.
Here it goes.
Young Justice,
Good call.
okay, which just got announced season 3.
Beautiful.
Happening, yeah. And weirdly, Quantico.
Is that like Hanukkah?
good?
Yeah.
You're close.
It's I don't know. It's like one of these things where it's like it was on in the background
like
and it's
Serpico
like
mixed with Hanukkah.
Yeah, you've seen it?
Yeah, actually, it's
Okay.
like the Jewish Serpico. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Serpico with Hanukkah. Yeah.
Yeah. What's Serpico about again?
That's the Al Pacino movie.
Yeah.
Serpic. Yeah.
But I think
You were
we're
gonna do
mixing
the
up.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna, but then
Ooh-ah!
yeah.
Hoo-ah! Yeah.
Oh no, I'm joking now. But all I did was like watch way too much of a show that I don't give a shit about, and I think I heard that you did that with Smallville.
Yes, but weirdly enough, when I hear people talk shit about Smallville, I get almost defensive.
I
kind of
totally-
like a baby, like a mama bear.
Oh,
yeah.
totally feel you guys with one of the worst shows on TV, Blacklist.
You watch Black?
Oh, man.
Okay, my dad loves Blacklist, and I
Dude.
watched the first season, and you know what? Wasn't awful.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst, but season 2, oh boy, does
pretty
it,
bad.
it
And I
gets-
stopped at season 2. It's like how I felt about Burn Notice. My parents love it.
Oh, hold my hand.
Yeah, I love Burn Notice. I know it's not a good show. I
White,
know it's not-
white dads everywhere. Burn Notice, Blacklist. They love those shows.
and Banana Republic.
What the hell's Burn Notice about?
Burn Notice is a secret agent who moves to Miami, and like every
like
day.
Miami James Bond.
Yeah, and he gets like hired as like a PI sometimes, but he also during the episode teaches you like fun spy things. Like
Yeah, no.
like one
that
time
don't work at
They
all.
don't.
in
They
real
don't. He was like, I made this thermite canister. It's like a coffee
No.
can with like some
Had to get
stuff
surgery
inside.
on my hand. Doesn't work at all.
No, it doesn't work. But he basically made something that could melt through a car engine. I was like, no, this is bad. But Ash from versus the Evil Dead. Who plays Ash?
Yeah,
Judge Judy, yeah. Johnny Carson.
Jeremy.
No.
Jeremy Renner.
John.
Oh,
John
Jeb-
Goodman.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce.
Yes.
Bruce Campbell.
God.
Yes. Bruce Campbell's in it, and he's very good.
Is he the Burn?
No, the Burn is another man.
I don't know his name.
But if you saw him, you're like, oh, he's that guy from the 90s.
he's that Burn Notice guy.
Yeah.
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 Hey, Miami's not that interesting.
Hey, and that thing, all the blues and the oranges look very nice. And the
Supposedly,
greens.
it's easier
Very
to
saturated.
get away from speeding tickets in Miami. I heard that.
Not true. I got a speeding ticket in Miami.
Buddy.
It was like a $321.
Yeah, but I heard it's easier to get help to not have any points or anything on your license in Miami. Like
You can do that thing where you go to school. And
well, I mean, you can do
trade
that here,
in.
but I mean, like hiring
Trade it in
their-
for like prizes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's called
Trade
diploma.
in for prizes. I
yeah.
know.
Like tickets, yeah.
They kind of like scared me for a second, a good way, and then I thought about it, and I was like, no, that's not real.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not real.
Sam, what'd you do?
Oh,
He was waiting for something.
Saturday I did. Saturday I did. Big nothing at all. Like really, I had just mainly ran around and got people's rent because there were reasons that
You want to call
people
anybody
weren't
out?
there. Not really. No,
Let's put 'em
mainly
on blast.
we are not. My house is not very good at getting that shit together. And so
You don't just like Venmo each other?
No, because Venmo, we don't think about it until the last minute, and Venmo takes a couple days when you send
that's
such
the
a
trick.
big
You don't have enough in one of your accounts to cover
to do
it.
the whole thing. No, not the whole thing. So it's like, or maybe we could, but we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't want to do
You
that
guys
and
don't
wait
want
for
to
the
make a
money
joint
to come.
bank account?
No, why would the hell would we do that? No,
I have a
not
joint
at all.
bank account
If
with
you
all my
love
friends,
someone,
I
you
don't-
make a joint bank account. We have a joint bank account.
Yeah, Philip and I have had a joint bank account ever since we went to movie night together.
Really,
Yeah.
that was
A couple weeks ago?
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You went and opened a joint
Wells
bank
Fargo
account.
saving.
Wells Fargo.
Yeah, every
Wells
day.
Fargo
Western
does
Union each
seem like
other
a
a little
safe bet right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Well, anyways, I did that. I ran around, got all that stuff together. Then what the fuck did I do? I came back and I was like, I'm going to do something good.
Oh, because Wells Fargo's not a safe
It
bet.
is. There you go. Yeah, there you go. They're in trouble right now. They're in hot water.
So Sunday you
What the
didn't.
fuck did I do? Well, I did something on Saturday night. I don't know what it was, but then Sunday, I ran some errands, got like some business done. Then I recorded my podcast, Only Stupid Answers. You go listen to that on Spotify, iTunes, all the good ones. That's a fun one. And we had a special guest from Nerdist, Dan Casey. Got to hang
Oh,
out
I
with
love
him.
Dan Casey.
Yeah,
he's a
great.
really nice guy.
He's a
I
sweetheart.
saw
he's
him
like-
at a birthday party
He's
recently.
quick-witted.
Oh my god. We asked him, we were talking about Doctor Strange, and he just eloquently described it with all these like $10 words, and I was like, God.
I like to not hang out with people that are smarter than me by that much.
As long as they don't make fun of me for definitely not being on their level, we're good.
I just know that he's going off to his smart friends and going, "Oh man, that Steven Suptic guy couldn't even say the word extravagant."
Took him 10 minutes to eat
Hey,
his
look
pescetti.
at you.
Uh-huh.
You just said it.
Uh,
Wow.
We did it, buddy.
Oh my God,
There's a
you guys,
first for
what is
everything.
happening?
Hey, Septic, are you smart? You
You
look
mean it-
smart.
That's what everyone thinks. No, as it turns out, I
You're
have a
not smart.
tough time talking, just in general. I have
Well,
a-
that's
Bro,
not
I
a
am there with
indicator
you.
of that. No, a lot of people have mush mouths, but opposite of mush brains.
Oh, you know what? Mush brain for me. Because whatever I say, I've noticed that over the years, I've slowly started to get better at saying things that actually have some purpose. But for the most part, what I say is just a jumbled mess of unimportance. Is that a real word?
How'd you do in school?
Sure.
Oh, you know, in school, I didn't really try. Now that I think about it, I got probably like C's and B's.
There was this kid that I thought was really smart. Turns out wasn't. And I remember he said, "Don't worry, man, aim for B's." And I was like, you know what? Smart kid said it. I'll aim for B. And I'm an idiot. And so that's for some reason subconsciously that always stuck with me. I'm like, if I aim for solid B's constantly, like I'll be good.
Hey, as it turns out, though, I got a 31 on the ACT. out of
not bad. That's
36.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What was the difference between the ACT and the CASAT?
Don't know. I did bad on the SAT though.
CASA.
The MCAT. What is the difference between that? Yeah.
One's for med school.
Yeah.
The other one's to test if you have ADHD.
And then I ran into a friend who's my age, and he recently got engaged. He went to New York with his with the girlfriend at the time, and then he proposed in Central Park. It was very sweet, and he told me everything about it. And we got to catch up. It was nice.
Does it make you feel old though a little bit?
It definitely, like, we're
You
different.
feel aged?
My most of my life, like, out of high school, is here.
Like a
As
vintage Sam wine?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But
What kind of wine would you be bitter? Would you be fruity? Would you be
be fruit-
dusty?
I'd be fruity. I'd be sweet. You know, everyone would be like, "Ooh, that's so good." But be careful because you could get drunk really fast off that.
Oh, I'd
I
go
get
good
that.
with a
Same
nice
wine.
Bitter chocolate. That's the kind of wine I'd be.
Ooh,
The kind
that
of go
is
good. No,
That
nice
goes
with
with chocolate.
nice
That's
with
disgusting.
a nice crispy bread and a
That
nice
is-
bitter chocolate.
Ooh, I love a good chocolate wine.
See, I don't know why you guys don't hang out with intellectuals more.
Mine's basically Capri Sun, but alcoholic.
I was
Yeah.
watching a study about these people. They brought all these fine wine experts in to test out all these like really expensive wines, and they hid some like really shitty cheap wines in with them. And at one point, they had told all of the experts, "Hey, this is a beautiful, beautiful wine," and they were like, "Oh, fruity, magnificent." But as it turns out, it was the cheap wine, and they all were fucking idiots the entire time. Wine is fake.
Bob's Burgers did something similar. They went on a wine train, and then Bob wanted to teach this wine snob that he's not that good. And then they poured the spit bucket into the cups, and Bob knew it immediately. And the guy kept trying to guess what it was, but it was just a mix of all different wines,
Oh.
and then a shit ton of spit.
That Bob's Burger scene with him teaching his daughter to drive is the funniest thing
It is
of
like
all
just
time.
turn around, Tina. Just don't hit the car. Don't hit the one car in the parking lot, Tina. For the love of God, turn. Just
Now, if
fucking
you don't know
turn.
what we're talking about, okay, next topic.
And moving along from there to there. Speaking of TV shows, all of us here, Filup, Steven, Kenny, and myself, maybe James, we all like to watch Black Mirror.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
good guess. Nosedive. Is that what you're on right now? That's the first
No-
one you watched. That's a good one.
Oh, that's not the best one.
It's the most stressful
Kenny,
one in my opinion.
you needed you.
It's visceral. I don't know what I'm trying to read your lips, but I thought you said visceral. Warm?
Yeah, you could. That's the
yeah.
best part.
Well, no, the thing is,
Wait,
like,
the whole
we
thing.
talked about this in a previous podcast, I'm pretty sure, but China is actually thinking about
China.
doing that. Yeah, which is, well, I mean, like,
rating their citizens.
Is anyone
wait,
surprised?
They
No,
did do.
but-
Someone did do that, like recently.
that's
and
my
then
app.
They changed it. No, remember? And then I think we covered it or something.
Lulu
right.
did it for a while, where women could go and rate men. And
Why
then
not
They
anymore?
could look because it's shitty. It's a shitty thing to do.
Oh, right, yeah.
And also, if you went either way with it, there are so many
I think
sexual
you're just saying that because
harassment
you
things
think you
you
get
can
a
come
low
out.
rating.
Huh?
I think you're just saying that because you're.
See, that's the mentality that you get from it. That's the yeah. But also, it drives you crazy because you're like, wait, why would I have a bad? I went on a bad date once, and to be honest, it was one of the worst dates I ever went on. And then
Story.
Was it entirely your fault?
I've never heard someone complain about every aspect of something in my complained about what I was wearing when I showed up,
What?
my car looked like,
What the
what
fuck?
dinner was like, and then we went and saw a movie about the service, and then afterwards she got mad at me that I didn't want to give her a kiss. And I
Dude,
was
if
like,
someone, if I walked into a restaurant and she's like, "Oh, you're wearing that," I'd be like, "Okay," and then
no,
I just
I
immediately
picked her
turn-
up and she said that, and I was like, also I was younger, so I was like, shit, but then I didn't want to kiss, and then I was like, hey, I don't think we should really see each other anymore. We didn't really click, and then all of a sudden I noticed when I was looking at Lulu, a bad review came in. I was like,
Oh.
So wait, you're telling me that you picked her up, she was in your car, and she's like, "Wow, that's what you decided to wear tonight?"
mm-hmm.
Wow, and I just be like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, Miranda. I just made a hot diarrhea right in my own car."
Would
I
you
don't know if
look at that?
I don't-
It's soupy. What is that? That's
I mean, I'm right outside your house still. Do you want to get out and maybe I can use your toilet hard or
Is
something?
that her?
your toilet
voice?
hard. No, that's me. That was me. But anyways, that's the premise of Nosedive. Guys, what do you think
That's
about?
not the premise of Nosedive.
It is. That is.
You take. What if a hot diarrhea comes in
How
on
far
a date?
how far will it go?
I mean, we're not here to really give spoilers about Black Mirror, just to be clear, unless you guys think that we should.
No, let's just talk about it in general. And if you want to say one or two, kids. I can't control myself when it comes to spoilers. I'm sorry. I've tried so hard, but at a certain point, I just said, fuck it. Okay? Okay? I tried.
Here's the thing about spoilers, though. It's
We'll
like,
stop
if
you.
you really care that much, you should have watched it.
Am I
Like,
right?
I get Game of Thrones
Tell
fucking
'em.
spoiled for me every day.
Tell
Because
'em.
I'm 3 seasons behind. I don't even know what season Game of
You
Thrones is
guys
on.
are both
Tell 'em.
awful.
No,
I tried to watch it, and I don't care. I don't care.
about Game of Thrones?
I don't care.
You do
I
care about
so
it.
don't care.
Wait, I have a generic Black Mirror question for you.
Here it
No,
goes.
won't spoil anything.
Cool.
Is the Black Mirror referring to reflections of our society, be like dark negative reflections, or is it kind of a reference to devices and how when you look at your phone, it's a black mirror?
What if I told
An
you that
iPad.
it is both?
Impossible. You have to pick one.
Okay, well, it's both. Ooh, I picked C. It is both.
Mirror,
No,
mirror
so-
on the wall. Who's the... Nope. So...
Whoa.
Okay, that... yeah, the first one.
Something almost got in trouble. Let's scoot past that. And we're gonna
Hey, is there a
slither-
sponsor on this podcast? No, I can say whatever
Not
I want.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rule. But with that, what do you guys think about the show? What's one of your favorite episodes? Do you like this baby that I got in
The
my
baby makes me uncomfortable. Keep it here.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite episode absolutely is episode... Now, this might surprise you all.
hand?
Episode number 4.
Wow.
It's San Junipero, a.k.a. the most beautiful love story. Have we talked about this on the podcast before?
I don't know. It was in theater
I
in GD.
feel like... Oh,
We've talked about it a lot in this office.
Yes.
Maybe it's just
maybe it's
that.
just, yeah, we talk about it so much that we just remember it all the time. But yeah, San Junipero, the most beautiful love story. I know you didn't really like San Junipero. No, you did.
No, yeah.
Someone
Fuck
in this
you.
office
I
did.
loved it hard.
Someone in this office did.
No, you know who it was?
Who?
It was freaking James Allen McCune.
Oh, he didn't like it?
He didn't like it.
He's such a nice person, but
Star
why would
of
he?
Blair
Why would he?
Witch.
Oh no!
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
watched
good.
that and I did not know. You didn't tell me what I was getting into, and you were like, "Oh, it's a happy story," and I'm like, "Oh, thank God," because Black Mirror usually are the negative aspects of technology in
It's
the future.
despair.
It's despair, but it's positive, and like even though some people try to tear it down, it's positive. But you didn't tell me what I was getting into. So on a Sunday, it was last week, sitting there in my underwear, crying my eyes out like multiple times during that
So
episode.
here's the thing about that, though.
It's happy cries.
I watched it, and it didn't, I never expected it to make anyone that emotional. I just assumed, hey, everyone's going to take this at face value that it's, just a TV show, and not I cried for 2 hours.
You know what I
But
heard?
it is more than that. The whole point of the episodes are meant to make you think.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are? Oh.
Weird, right? Crazy. Yeah.
I don't watch it with the sound on.
Yeah. It's definitely pretty.
I heard that it was just a real informal survey around the office. The men got emotional in San Junipero.
Yeah.
The women didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's super,
Weird.
I don't know, I guess whatever it is what it is.
Cried. I don't care what anyone says. It's a beautiful love story. I've never seen something so genuine, and I will not get into spoilers for that because I think it's a treat. It's a treat of an episode.
To watch San Junipero is to experience love as a third party and to truly understand what love is. Go watch it.
Do you ever get that feeling of like, damn, I wish I could watch it again for the first time about anything?
Definitely that. I watched it a second time and I cried just as hard. So I'm like, it would have been cool to watch it one more time and get that kind of emotional response.
But like you never can again. It's like diminishing returns.
I feel like I can try again and I can cry maybe 5 more times.
I can
It's
watch
like a
it.
refractory period on sadness.
I can watch Click with Adam Sandler in it every time.
That
Again
movie
and
is
again and
fucking
again.
garbage. That movie
No.
is so bad, and I don't
No.
care. I don't
Hey,
care.
the movie itself may be garbage. I'll agree with you there. But any dad scene makes me cry. Any dad scene ever.
Fair. That dad scenes do
Father
get
of
you.
the Bride sketch you.
Oh, Father of the
Yeah.
Bride Part 1 and 2.
You know what? I love part 2. Never even seen part 1.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very
Part
good.
2's on cable a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Not
That's
to
on like
turn
TBS
this
or
into,
something. Yeah.
the Black Mirror podcast.
Oh, well, here goes.
But I do want to say one more thing about it. Episode, I believe it's 2 of Black
season
Mirror.
3.
Of season 3 is one of the coolest concepts for a horror I have ever seen in my entire life. And I'm a huge fan of all horror movies in general.
What's your favorite?
Oh, God. The Descent.
We
Oh.
talked about this, and I don't like that movie.
I know.
very
A lot
much.
of people
It's
don't.
good.
A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like Central Intelligence. That's like my favorite comedy of the year. So fuck off.
What did you bring up this morning where you brought that into conversation?
We
It was
didn't
like,
even let him finish his sentence. He just comes into
No,
the
yeah, 'cause I'm
room
like-
and he goes, "You guys know how you've all seen Central Intelligence?"
No,
It's
it's
like,
like,
we're like,
guys, why does
no.
Central Intelligence have such bad reviews? Like, I don't get it. Why do you guys think? And you guys were like, no one saw it.
No.
No, you definitely started with like, so we've all seen Central Intelligence.
Yeah, you brought it in like it was common. Like like
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like read a little bit
Hey,
of the
I
Lord of
thought
the
everyone
Rings
has
or
seen the most popular comedy of the year, the most highest grossing action comedy of the year, but I guess not.
No.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like, is
I mean,
it for real?
yeah.
Kevin Hart and The Rock.
I mean, I
can
get
see
it
that.
based on like the formula and like the ads and everything, but is it really?
Yeah.
I feel like you've thought more about Central Intelligence than a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, I have for sure.
Yeah,
It's
for
just-
I've
some
learned
reason, I
more.
feel like they were designed to be the opposite. That you should have maybe the San Junipero maybe like go back and watch it
Wait,
one more
hold
time.
on. What are
Wait
you
a
guys
minute.
telling me to do right now? I'm not completely sure.
Watch Black Mirror again.
Oh, for San Junipero?
For
Well-
all of it,
For why though?
because there's another meaning.
Oh, in San Junipero?
Maybe.
In everything.
Who? I didn't get a meaning of something?
I don't know.
Sam, I liked it. Okay, I fucking liked it. And
But you
sure, not as
didn't-
much as Central Intelligence, but
But it's impossible to like anything as much. as
Oh
Central
my
Intelligence.
god, that's the worst. You're the fucking worst.
I'm gonna point out we're on Central Intelligence now, but we went from Black Mirror to Click.
Uh-huh.
Like that's how we got to Central
Hey,
Intelligence.
you know, a negative outlook of future technology.
Oh,
Click
wow.
could be an episode of Black Mirror.
less likely though, for sure.
Yeah, because
Less
it's real
likely,
reality
absolutely, yeah.
bending in there.
Time travel's not like secure yet.
Or
Yet.
is it?
No.
No, for sure, no. It's a
Mm,
definite no. Many people think no.
No. Nuh-uh.
Only Gary Johnson thinks yes.
Gary Johnson is a gem. He is.
He's one of the funniest
Yeah,
things
yeah.
in the election.
Wait, what was that one interview where they're
the
like,
Aleppo one?
huh?
Aleppo?
Is that the one about pot, not heart attacks?
Oh no,
That
he
was
has-
funny.
he
I
has-
thought that was funny.
Yeah, he was like, "There's a proof that you could go into cardiac arrest by smoking weed," and then like within like 20, like within like a half hour smoking weed, and then he's like. And he like grabs his heart and falls out of his chair and lays on the ground. It's so funny because like obviously he's like, I'm
like-
not winning. I can just make fun of myself
It's
now.
just it's super funny.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna be able to go back to being the governor of what is it, New Mexico?
No, he's gonna be president of the United States.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go,
You know he was in this office.
Really?
yeah, I remember that. Someone
yeah.
said that. They
We
was
did
here.
no during the 2012 election.
By the way, just so people know, we are filming this the day before the election.
yeah. So we don't know
Yeah.
we don't know what's happening. But
Yeah.
before the 2012 elections, Google and Phil did this really like big thing, and we brought in Gary Johnson for a live stream, and
Well,
he was here.
running that.
He was running, but he definitely didn't have the
Right, he got 0.5% or something of the
Yeah,
vote.
but he doesn't.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
have any of the notoriety that he has now.
Yeah, yeah,
Because right now, shockingly, people know like Jill Stein and Gary Johnson, which is weird. Which is
Well,
weird.
this is the election that probably people have researched or Googled the phrase third-party candidate more than
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Politics.
politics aside,
How fun
Black
is that?
Mirror is really cool.
It is. Their political episode is not very good
The
though.
pig fucking one.
I feel
No.
like there's multiple political episodes. I feel like they don't resonate for us as Americans.
Mainly, maybe you know.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for it again. Hey, I feel like maybe they don't resonate for us as Americans.
You know,
that-
Philip, I have a
oh,
very you have a very solid point there. Go ahead and continue with
Is
that.
the baby talking right now, or is this
The
you?
baby's. Don't
I
look
can't
at the
tell
baby.
when the baby's talking.
Don't look at the baby.
Do you have a name for it?
Don't look at the baby.
For all you audio listeners out there, Sam has an inanimate baby on his lap, and yes.
Oh no, it's animate.
It's very,
Look at that thing.
very obscure and a little bit creepy.
I've never seen a baby doll move that way.
You ever see when babies they teach them how to swim like this? They
I
go
hate
back
the
and
word
forth.
baby doll.
I don't like.
Why, baby doll?
Oof.
That's gross.
Oof, I hate that.
No, you're both baby dolls.
Ooh, I hate that. Ooh.
One of you likes
Do you
it.
guys like in relationships where people call each other babe or baby or
Okay, I've tried
Or
really hard to
daddy.
do it.
Not
I
daddy,
can't.
no. That's where I draw the line.
Daddy's great.
you know classic dad?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? I'm on board with daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it in like middle school relationships. Hey, daddy.
Oh yeah, classic.
No, I think
Mhm.
I tried to make babe or something work.
I don't like
I
it.
don't know how to make it work.
This is my personal thing. I think babe and other names like that are cheap, and I think they're kind of lazy. And I like when couples take the time to maybe come up with their own. Like I'm not a big nickname guy, but it is really fun to come up with for a nickname for each
You want to
other.
hear something good and sad?
Always.
Well, we call each other names that we base off of what we think the dogs would call us.
Aww.
So that's what we do. I'm not going to say any of them
What? Why not?
because
They offensive?
now that I'm thinking about it, it's just
They're
like,
all
what?
hate
That's
words.
between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But-
see yours.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like I think mixing that in when sometimes using babe, baby, it's just like You do whatever feels right, you know.
You kind of sprinkle it in, but I like one time we called each other Captain and Chief.
And Phillips. Oh,
Captain Phillips. Captain, and you're Phillips.
yeah. And I am the captain now, and now you are the captain now.
It's cute.
I feel uncomfortable saying my significant other's name, like just having to refer to people by their actual name.
Like when you're getting married and they're like, and her name.
You know
is,
when you're getting married,
and you're
all
like,
those times.
I can't say.
It's just
I'm
weird.
sorry.
Like sometimes.
So
when you're
what do you
too close to
say?
people.
What are some examples of things you've
Hey.
said in the past?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Just, hey.
Look over here. I make loud noises. Look over here.
There you go.
Hey,
Thank
we
you.
both have cough.
Yeah. You do a good cough and get her attention. I liked Chief, Commander, or you just make fun versions of their
Robert.
names.
Fun
yeah,
versions.
Robert.
Robert's a great one.
Robert is so cute. Like when you call Robert, sweet Robert, wake up.
Robert,
that.
wake up, Rob. That would be so fucking creepy if you're laying in bed and
That's so stupid.
your girlfriend or boyfriend's like, "Hey, wake up, Robert." The other night, okay, this is a very private story. But I'm
We'll
gonna
dim
share
the lights. Don't
I'm
worry.
going to share it with you guys right here on the SourceFed podcast. Some private. My girlfriend told me that this
wait,
is
wait,
what
wait,
happened.
Let me go ahead and cover the.
Yeah, cover that baby's
and let's
ears.
clear the
So-
set of non-essential personnel.
So this is I don't know what I'm like when I'm asleep. This is what I don't know. I hear that I talk sometimes in a funny way sometimes. However, this night was something different. So Alyssa, it was about 3:00 in the morning. She couldn't sleep, so she got up and then came back and she was like, "Yeah, wake up, come on, wake up, come on." She's Boston actually. She's Bostonish. So she's like, "Oh, wake up, mom, come on." That's Serpico again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I guess I woke up and I was like I don't remember this at all. Just to be clear, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, I was appeasing her. I was going along with it. And then at a certain point, she just was like laughing and she wouldn't stop laughing. So I guess I like put my hand on her. I was like, "Wow, I really don't want to be awake right now." and then I went back to sleep and she was just like couldn't stop laughing even more. And she was like, and then you were even like more upset. So that's a private story. I'm going to put my phone on silent now, everybody.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
about
Oh, I thought
26
that was part of the
minutes.
story.
Yeah, it was a nice little touch.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be terrified if I dated somebody who slept walk. I don't know anyone.
I don't want that.
Slept walk.
Oh yeah. Because they're gonna die and you're gonna get accused of killing them.
Slooper walk,
Oh,
yeah.
that is
sure.
the classic thought that crosses my mind. No, it's more of like when I wake up and they're like cooking the couch cushions, and you're like, "Honey, you're gonna need to go back to sleep."
Cooking the couch cushions?
Yes.
When I was in college, I had just the worst girlfriend. Like just the I can beat anyone's like girlfriend story. But this is just
that a
one
challenge?
time. Sure, we'll do it later. Maybe not baby. Baby over there looks like baby's got the hell of a
Baby's
story.
having fun.
But I would wake up in the middle of the night to the feeling of like, was I just being beat up? And so, but I would wake up and she would be asleep in bed and nothing was going on. And so I'd go back to sleep. And then I'd kind of like dream again and remember, hey, wait, no, I'm being like physically hit. And I caught her. She was punching me and fighting me in my sleep. And then when I would get up, she would pretend that she was asleep.
She pretended.
Yeah, she would just like
does-
lay back down and like just pretend that I was just crazy. Or it's like, I think you're having a nightmare or something.
Was
Have
she
you
doing it in her sleep?
No, she would just do it just to like fuck with me or just like, especially
Was it
if
like
we had
painful
had,
too?
What?
Yeah, well, if we had like an argument earlier that day, for sure. I like that night I got a beating.
Have you ever like looked back at your life and thought, "Wow, the
Why?
people I've picked to be with sometimes they're just not what I wanted."
I've definitely done
Yeah.
that.
I did think that when it's like you know,
Being
you
beaten
spend
up
like
in the middle of the night.
everyone spends about 10 months in a terrible relationship at some point. And I did then, and I did think to myself like, what would I have done with those 10 months?
You know, sometimes you learn though to like you
do,
learn that
definitely.
you know what, not everyone can be who you think they are, especially like the kind of girls that seem normal, but at night after you've gotten in an argument, they punch you in the back a bunch.
Oh, not the back.
What? Where did she
just
get
the
Like
side.
all over.
She ever, like, hit your
my
dick?
face.
your dick ever?
I don't think so.
She sounds like
This
a,
is for me.
like a devil person.
Yeah, she was real bad.
What is
Yeah.
she doing now?
I don't know. She like blocked me from every kind of social media.
She blocked
anything.
you?
I think
Yeah.
you're on the good end of that. I think.
Oh,
you-
for sure.
yeah,
I checked once. I was like, oh, I wonder what she's up to, and like realized every single place I could check, she blocked me.
Uh-huh.
For the best,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a story like that, I'll tell you that.
She I know that she was on her way. She was like ahead of me. She was on her way to being like a serious like psychologist that was like running studies on people with Alzheimer's
Oh, cool.
and like analyzing like.
well, she's a horrible person, but yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's her profession is to help people.
Oh yeah, for sure. So she's probably a doctor now.
Wow. Okay.
I had another doctor abuse me not long ago.
That is strange. What do you?
How do you?
I'm sorry, man.
If you need like recommendations for anyone to interact with,
No.
I have a list.
I have a list of people.
I'm
who just
like-
won't
so many good people in my
hit
life.
you.
I'm like a brick though. Like you can like
No, you
I
don't
just
need.
take
Yeah,
it.
but you don't need.
But
Yeah,
I
you
take it.
don't need that. You want to hold the baby?
Tell us where she punched you.
Give the brick the baby.
Where did
You
she
know, don't
punch
hit
you?
the baby. The baby is sweet.
Oh man, what if I just started crying?
No.
No, like I don't know. I had a weird childhood, so I can like take kind of anything.
The baby.
So Black Mirror is like one of my favorite shows on TV right now. What else? Do you guys get beat up?
No.
Have you ever?
I've never.
Whoa! Guys, reporting live from SourceFed Podcast. There was an assassination attempt. Ian Doggie is on the run.
The baby seems to be a suspect.
Anyway,
I had a
audio listeners
story.
have no idea what just
I've never
happened.
been in a fight before.
I had a story.
You want to be in a fight?
I had a story.
You had one?
I have one.
What happened to it?
It's coming.
Oh, okay, well, let us know.
Sam, let's bring this story up from the depths. Oh, by the way,
Bubbling.
let's bring it back up. I was gonna earlier when you mentioned your podcast that you do, I was gonna be like, hey, Raina and I are making a podcast soon too.
Oh, little plug.
Yeah, there's no plug yet though.
Oh,
I just
well,
wanted to mention it.
It's a bug in your ear.
It's right in there.
There, it's right in there.
Now, granted, Raina and I haven't talked for like a month now,
Uh-huh.
but I imagine it's out there
Hey,
somewhere.
she
Oh,
got
she's
married. Let's
Yay,
say
Raina!
congratulations to Raina.
Raina got married.
I've never met her.
Raina worked on this channel, and she's very nice, and she's very smart, and she's very in love with Mike.
Oh.
But you never want to mess with business Raina.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the backhand of business Raina?
No.
Yeah, neither did I. But I saw
hear
like
about
other
it?
people.
Yeah, so,
And
You just
see
saw
the
other
aftermath.
people. Oh.
you always hear about it happening to other people, but never you.
she's a pro, and she, no matter where she goes, she's going to be successful. But anyways, there was a story
Where Sam
of
got his ass kicked.
close, but it was more of, I was thinking of exes, and one ex that I had, she would sleepwalk, but she didn't do it when we were together. She had like a pill or therapy. She did something, and it doesn't happen anymore. But at one point, it had gotten so bad that she had, don't poke the back, that she had taken her keys, unlocked her door to her bedroom, the front door that was deadbolted, and gotten in her car and started it.
Oh,
Wait,
And she
no.
woke up when the air conditioning hit her face. And she screamed because she didn't know what the fuck
What
happened.
she was doing.
Yeah, she was
Wow.
like, I don't know what the hell's happening. And
Oh,
then
man.
she went back inside.
Wow, people out there have a lot more issues than I do,
Yeah.
as it turns out. Wow.
One time I woke up, but I wasn't sleepwalking. It was like I passed out drunk, and like when I guess you like kind of sleepwalk a lot of times when you're really drunk. But I came to trying to put my key in the door, the front door, but like on a street that I didn't live on.
I love those videos of people waking up in the wrong house, and then like the homeowner films them. They're like,
Right.
man, this isn't your house. And then the drunk person gets like confrontational. They're like, what the fuck are you talking
Get out
about?
of my house!
Yeah, and then when the guy like figures it out, he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then he just like walks out, and he's like, fuck,
I
that sucks.
I started pounding on the door and I screamed, "Why'd you change the locks? Why'd you change the
Aw.
locks?"
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I guess supposedly when I'm super drunk, I have really amazing dexterity and I'm able to do really weird things. I was with my ex-roommate Kib, bless his soul. He's in back.
I
in,
met Kib.
He's black in Canada now. And when we were headed back to the apartment complex, I guess at one point I didn't even look at the keyhole and I just put the key right in when I was absolutely
Wow.
smashing out. I was
That's
just like,
never
boom.
happened.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's never. I have to do it like 3 times when I'm sober.
No, so it's every like last piece of like cognitive power just went straight to aiming that, and you're like, just get the fucker inside, okay? Just don't worry about it.
Exactly, and I can do a bunch of weird things like that when I'm drunk. So.
You know what one of my weird nightmares is when you were just doing this like gesture with the key is like putting the key in like too forcefully and too fast and breaking it off immediately.
That is a big fear.
and
There
just
were-
like a broken off piece of key in there.
Damn.
Someone did a senior prank in my high school where they super glued the locks.
That happened in my high school too.
Mm-hmm. They fucked. It was like 2 years before I came in, so I was in junior high, and they basically had to shut down the school because they're like, we can't get into the
Did
classrooms.
they figure out who did it?
Yeah, for
Oh, they
sure.
did?
Yeah,
they
they
get
did it at
expelled?
mine
Yeah.
too.
It was very easy. Everyone came forward. They're like, yeah, this dude did.
did they
Was
get
it a
expelled?
senior prank?
Yeah.
They got expelled. Good.
No, they got severely suspended.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mine they
Kinda.
had to pay for every single lock to be replaced.
Jesus Christ.
But it was a really rich kid school, so it was like whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, mine was not.
They also that same year they released an alligator in the hallways.
Oh, you lived in the
That's Miami.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you lived in straight up Miami.
Yeah.
This is so weird. You look just like
Miami.
my friend Garrett, and he's from Miami too. Are you Cuban?
Hi, Garrett.
I'm not Cuban, but I am Garrett.
Hi, Garrett. Mhm.
Hi.
Goodbye, Garrett.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Garrett.
Goodbye, Garrett.
You keep wanting to talk
Hi.
about Black Mirror. What's on your mind with Black Mirror?
I actually have not been wanting to talk about that, but I'll bring it up
You
again.
keep bringing it up, and then you transition to something else as like a jumping off point for something.
Maybe he's trying to keep us from talking about something else. What's the real topic you're trying to avoid?
Well, guys, we kind of just fucked up on a video today,
Dun,
and I
dun,
have to
dun,
stay
dun.
late to fix it. And I
Oh
just don't
man,
wanna...
hey, there people find this interesting. You feel like you had an idea for a video. So Steven Suptic, if you don't know him, he's on SourceFed and he
He's
hosts
to our right.
SourceFed videos. He's to your left actually.
Oh.
Steven Suptic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he gets ideas for bits for his videos sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't go that well.
Well, guys, what's wacky about this time is that my friend Michael Falzone and I wrote a video in the morning, and we realized, like, after we wrote it, we're like, this one might not pan out like we hope, which sometimes works because the editors will fix it up, and they're go Danny and go Spencer, and is Autumn a new editor for SourceFed or SourceFed Nerd?
I don't know.
SourceFed, I think.
SourceFed. So
I think
soon
Sam
to
needs
be
to go
good.
to the
Good job,
bathroom.
Autumn. So we got 3 editors now, and they always make the pieces go smoothly. They always make them go swimmingly. Sometimes though, there's not much they can do, like today. So it just didn't. It was all over the place. I gotta stay a little bit late. What is it, like 6 right now or something?
Ish. Yeah.
It's 6-ish. Gonna stay a little bit later. Get Danny some dinner because he's editing it. We're gonna stay a little bit later. We're gonna figure it out, and hopefully it'll be good to go by tomorrow. And
By
that's
election day.
yeah, because it's an election-based video.
I'm raising my hand.
What are you doing? You have
I'm
a
raising
question?
My hand.
You
I
okay?
have-
Ask
I
it.
have something to say.
Yes.
I got my mustache hair caught in the microphone earlier.
Was it painful?
A little bit.
How long does it take you to grow a mustache?
Too long. Like I
For
actually
that-
have
for
a
those
full
of you-
mustache.
Oh.
Like I actually have a full
To me,
one.
it is.
Hey,
Thanks,
you're
man.
coming. You're on your way.
Hey, I'm on my way.
Hey, so that video, you're gonna stay late. You're gonna fix it up. Good on you. I think it's good that you care so much.
Well, at the price of sacrificing my own channel to do it, you guys.
You do, right? Yeah, you don't do shit on your own channel
Yeah.
anymore.
You did stuff. You did something about
Well,
FuzzyTube, and I
oh,
liked
yeah.
it.
I've been trying to find time to do both. It's just tough to get the motivation
Lords.
sometimes.
They fucking dislocated this baby's shoulders. I swear to God, they don't fit in there like they used to.
Can I see
Get
it?
in there. Yep. Be
Okay.
nice. Be nice. Be nice.
Careful.
No! No!
Oh my God, are you gonna rip its arm
Jessica,
off?
no!
Oh my
Kill
God.
it! Drop it!
Oh my
Swear to
God.
God, Jessica, are you okay?
That's
yeah,
not
good.
how you
Palm your
hold
baby.
a baby.
Yeah, palm it.
God.
To all you audio listeners out there, you're really missing out on a great piece of content. So head over to the YouTube SourceFed.
We got one prop.
YouTube.com, SourceFed. And guys, if you guys didn't know, you can actually listen to this podcast on many different platforms, specifically YouTube, iTunes.
And also, if you didn't know, you can go to the SourceFed Reddit. I know people posted like, oh, Steve talks about going on the Reddit all the time. Bet he doesn't actually do it. Joke's on you, I do.
Oh, joke's on you, I do.
Joke's on you, everyone does.
Joke's on
except
you.
for Filup.
Yeah.
I don't have any jokes on me.
Okay, joke's on you.
Joke's on everyone besides you. Yeah.
But you should go to the Reddit, reddit.com/r/.
SourceFed.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Steven, what are your parents like?
Imagine the dad from King of the Hill.
Got it.
And imagine a mom just like me.
Oh,
Aw.
really? Oh, you do kind of
Like
remind
physically
me of a mom.
or like
Yeah.
personality-wise?
Both.
both.
Personality-wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I ain't got no titties, dude.
Oh.
Well, I ain't got no titties.
Let's not get into it. Whether or not your mom
we
has
should have
titties.
a quote book of 2016 of like, what's the best quotes we get?
I ain't got no titties, dude.
That's a pretty good one.
Isn't that what Pinocchio says?
That is
Right.
that is what he says to Geppetto.
Yeah.
I remember that in the Disney.
That's his beef. He's just like,
Geppetto, man, I ain't got no titties, dude. He
well,
says-
one day you'll be a real girl doll.
Did you guys know they made a Pinocchio 2?
No, I didn't.
Terrifying.
Geppetto becomes the puppet in this one.
What? Really?
Yeah.
He finds the underground
So
world.
does
of
the student
puppets.
become the teacher?
I don't fucking know. I didn't watch the rest of it. But that is what happens. It's live action, and Geppetto becomes a doll.
Does it have a good IMDb rating?
Probably not.
I can't imagine. I used to trust IMDb ratings.
Don't. Never.
Yeah,
No,
I
they're
don't-
just clicky. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You just click a number.
If
and
you
that's
make
it.
an IMDb account, you can add a rating in there, and it changes the score. And also, let's be real.
Because if Central
Rotten
Intelligence can get a
Tomatoes-
5.9, I'm sorry, it's not right.
Yeah, you're right. There is something wrong with that score out of everything
Yeah.
else. Yeah, but also Rotten Tomatoes. Most things it's just subjective. Go watch a movie because you want to see it. Probably a review will give you a good idea what everyone else is thinking, but like maybe you can make your own opinion.
Yeah, but there are some movies that you shouldn't see.
Weirdly, my
Snuff
eyes are getting
films.
dry because I think I'm looking through lenses that aren't there. Man, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, don't.
I was.
wear
Oh
those.
my God, those.
See,
I'm sorry. What the?
pull one
Both
over
of
on you,
you
didn't
have
I?
fake glasses
What
on.
the? Me no though. No.
No, try pushing yours harder. You'll get in there. It'll work.
I don't have an updated eye prescription, so I can't ruin these glasses.
Can I get an Al Pacino ooh from you?
Nope. Nope. I can
There he
almost
goes.
do the voice of of Joe from Family Guy.
Get it?
Hey, Peter. Hey,
Hey.
Peter.
You sound like you're yawning. It's pretty close.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Hey.
Hey, I think you got it.
Should I get a
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Serpico.
So
Serpico.
that's exactly what your mom's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Looks around. I can do. Hey, little septic. I can do.
Little Septic.
The voice from Joe from
Little
Family
septic.
Guy.
It's on Nickelodeon.
He's the one.
Mhm.
Little septic.
Oh, that is a no. Don't ever do that show. That'd be
He
awful.
ain't got no titties.
Classic theme
That's for sure.
song.
My
song.
biggest
Septic.
gripe in life is I ain't got no titties, dude.
And little septic is still like 6'1".
Guys, can someone make a GoFundMe thing to help Septic achieve his dreams?
I've been
Get some
6'1" since second grade.
Did you
Wait,
did
what's
you
my
weigh enough?
yeah.
did you have enough body mass?
Were
to
you
fit
holding
that?
something and like extending it?
Hey, cool topic. What's the worst thing you guys ever saw happen in school?
Ooh. I got one. Good. Well, oh wow. No, really?
I can't think of anything.
Oh.
I saw a dude call another dude the N-word and slam his head really hard into a locker, and then he got knocked out. I also saw. Okay, there was this one time this dude named Billy. I'm sure he's a murderer now. There was this girl with crutches who had just broken her leg.
My story has to do with crutches too. Keep going.
Oh my God, cool. So we were, so she was walking, and he just pushed her down a flight of stairs. Straight up, fucking pushed her downstairs.
Bailey's got a lot of stuff going on at home, but he can go ahead and run.
Dude,
hell.
wait. Hold on. My story. Okay, I was in 8th grade. It was a guy who was on crutches because a gang had jumped him, and they were like, "Oh shit, I can't believe you came back here." And he was like really tough, so he's like, "I don't care." And he was walking with just one crutch. And then they fought him on a staircase at the top staircase, and he used the crutch and he was hitting them, and he hit one of them over the side of the staircase, and we were on the 3rd floor.
Did
Did
they fall
they-
all the way down?
He broke his leg.
Oh,
Good. That's the price.
And
that you pay.
then the next year they put bars up on the staircase.
yeah.
Should have done it sooner,
Yeah.
probably.
Learned your
Justice has a
lesson.
price, though, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst thing you ever saw?
Well, relating to crutches and stairs.
Race riot. Yeah.
Whoa.
We had a race riot. We had to shut down all the traffic around our school. It was real rough. A gentleman went up to a group of other gentlemen of a different race, because we don't need to get into specifics here, but he
All races are
said
equally bad.
he said sure whatever he said an expletive that you shouldn't say, and then all of them attacked this one kid. Now the kid who started it, he had a history of doing this, but they had reached a point that they couldn't handle it anymore, that this group was like, no, you don't get to say this anymore. It's not, you don't have the right to say these things, you whatever. So they attacked him, and they started basically just kind of beating the shit out of him, but not to the point where it was like too bad. But shockingly, this asshole had friends, and everyone was blown away by that fact. And so they all got into it, and it basically, like, I lived in California, so it's an entirely outdoor school. So the quad, where that's like the central point of all of the school, everybody kind of converged, like mainly men did, mainly the guys did, and all the classes shut down. Like police came in, and like it spread to the outside of the school to an adjacent park, and a couple people got arrested, and I think somebody got stabbed.
Justice has been
And
served.
That guy's
Yeah.
name was Sam.
I realized that I had a lot of weird people in my school. They did they ever try to do a drug bust and they like opened people's
Oh,
lockers?
shit.
Oh, drug bust all the
I
time.
Hold on.
Oh, wait,
God
hold on.
damn
I got
it.
one that tops it. Sorry, I can tell your story.
No,
Tell
go
your story.
ahead. Try to top the story
One-
he hasn't even told you.
Well, goddamn it. I mean, it's like it's really weird, but I don't know if it's gonna top something that you say can't be topped. So, they like
I
checked
got
for
ambitious.
drugs. Of course, they found drugs. They found like heroin and shit. Not that big of a
Oh.
deal compared to.
Heroin
But
at a
they
freaking
found-
school.
Yeah. Well, it
Heroin?
wasn't a high school either. It was a fucking middle school.
Heroin.
What the fuck? Really?
Oh my God.
Well, where I was living is like our main highway area is called the Heroin Highway or something. It's Roosevelt Road towards like Glen Ellen. That is, I guess, the heroin. I don't know if it's called the Heroin Highway or some.
What's
Anyway,
city?
heroin.
What's city?
Anyway, the story's not about heroin.
Okay.
The story is about what they found in this one dude's locker. And keep in mind, this kid's like, I don't know what age we were in middle school. That's got to be like
11 to 13.
like 8th grade,
yeah.
6th through 8th grade. This dude had 8 vibrators. He had 8 He couldn't explain it. They kept asking him. He didn't like have any explanation for it. He had 8 vibrators in his locker.
Like, why did they search his locker?
Wait,
They
how
searched everybody's locker.
Hold on, Steven.
For the drugs.
How many periods a day did you have in that school?
Oh,
How many
God,
classes?
I don't remember.
Was it 8?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't
Okay,
remember.
that would have been a perfect solution.
I mean,
Oh,
you
a
kind of have
vibrator for a period.
You could have it for every day,
Yeah.
and he could just have a couple switch out ones, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And these weren't like small things either.
these were impressive.
Well, yeah.
and his name was Sam.
And his name was actually, you
Hey,
guys,
everybody.
I've been saying it's my friend this entire time, but, well, these weren't small, and it also was me.
Oh,
Well,
How did you start our topic?
congratulations. Well, yours was funny. Mine's not, because we were kind of on that for a second. So I apologize for bringing it down
You're
for a
Black
second.
Mirroring it.
No, it's okay, everybody. Let's bring it.
But
down.
there was a couple, and the guy broke up with the girl to immediately get with another girl.
Mhm.
Now, the girl he broke up with had a history of not being the most mentally stable, and he knew that, but he still decided to do a shitty thing and immediately get with another person. And not just that, like, he had been planning it for a long time, and they had already been kind of like fooling around. So once they broke it off and he got with the other girl, the original girlfriend found out everything, and she brought a steak knife to school, and instead of going after him, went after the other girl.
That's
and,
logic.
Stabbed her like 15
Oh,
times, mainly
no.
defensive wounds on her arms, and one, like a couple like in the chest, but nothing hit anything vital.
That's
Like
good.
it basically missed the heart, like barely, but she was on the ground, right? But they did it in a place where there was a teacher conference happening, and almost every teacher walked out of the room as it was happening in front of them, where it basically was supposed to be an empty part of the
Oh.
school. And one of our bigger like teachers, this dude looks like a lumberjack. He is like 6'7" and like all muscle, and she went after him, and he like had to like restrain her and like
Did he get
hold her
stabbed
down.
at all?
No, he got
No
like maybe
stabbies?
one like nick on his hand from
Mm.
like the knife moving wildly.
Damn.
Girl who was stabbed ended up coming back to school like within like 3 or 4 months. Then she
She
transferred
didn't
somewhere
get-
else.
Oh, that was the girl that was stabbed. Did the other one have to go to juvie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
at
may have been a
least.
chance that she was tried as an adult.
Good.
Like she.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She
you-
was. It was. It
you
was
know
scary.
what's crazy? So did you know that girl, the one that had the knife?
No, I had seen her. I did not know her though. So it was.
The craziest thing, like,
And I was
okay,
leaving school. It was happening. Everyone was running back inside because it
Oh,
happened,
man.
and I was like, "I'm going home. I could leave a period early." Yeah. So.
Uh,
Did you ever have Oh, sorry.
What was
Oh,
your thing?
sorry, guys.
Well, no, I have a question. Sam has a point, and it is this: so we're all super young and like attractive
Relatively.
and like ripped.
That is what we're
But-
getting from all this
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. No, so we were in school not too long ago, and you hear these stories about school shootings and like these terrors, whatever. But having like been there not too long ago, I kind of I have some similar stories or whatever, except I kind of remember the person that had the gun, or I remember I was at college and my friend's little brother caused a school shooting and he killed some people.
Really?
And he had a list of people he was gonna kill, and her name was on that list, but she was away at school, so he didn't like get her. But my point
Jesus
more is
Christ.
like so we came up in the era of this ultra violence in schools, and so the weirdest thing about it is that idea of like, oh, that's not like a thing you see on TV, like that's like Dan, like that's just a guy I know. And so it's that weird thing of like someone snapping when you live in the same area, you came up the same way, and it makes it so much more like, holy crap, like what is up with our brains, like that we are that delicate or what it is. I mean, I can tell Steven's plotting something right now just looking at him.
I think a lot of it has to do with suburb syndrome.
Oh, explain.
Well, maybe
they're
it doesn't.
they're like sheltered and whatever and
Well,
whatever.
my idea of suburb syndrome is that when you don't have any issues in the entire world, your mind is left to fester and come up with your own issues. and I think that sometimes leads to some very dangerous things. However, I have another story from middle school. Did you ever do that science thing where you put your hand on the Van de Graaff generator or whatever it was, and you hold hands with like the whole group?
Yeah.
And
it feels like you get punched in the chest.
And the person I think it's the person at the very end gets it the worst. So this girl was at the very end, and the teacher was like, "Oh, Canada," because he was plastered, and he puts his hand on the Van de Graaff generator, and immediately everyone gets fucking shocked, and the girl at the end like goes and then passes out and snaps the back of her neck on a counter, and she was paralyzed.
No. And you wait, were you in this chain?
No, I wasn't in this room.
Oh God.
Holy shit,
Oh,
that
no.
sucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
school is really just not safe. I don't think anyone should be going to it.
Oh,
and I think that
man.
you guys, if you're going to school, the trick is just to stay home and fucking make YouTube videos, dude.
If we're telling our school horror stories, you just reminded me. I like. Oh God. I'm never gonna have another place to tell this story, so I'll tell it.
Thank you guys for watching. This is...
Yeah, let's cut for this. Sorry. No. 6th grade summer school. I always did summer school every year. And so you always are dealing with like teachers that aren't your regular ones, and they're kind of like jerkier and shittier teachers. And I just had this one teacher, and it was like a math class, and he was kind of a dick, but not whatever. So are a lot of teachers, except one day there was a pencil on the desk in front of me, like just like a sharpened pencil. It was mine, and the kid in the desk in front of me leaned back really fast, and it shoved the pencil like into my like metacarpals, like this part of my hand. And oh, look, you can still see the
Lord
scar.
have mercy. No thanks.
Yeah, Sam, look at the scar.
No.
You can see the scar.
No.
So that's from 6th grade. So it like ripped that kind of like open though, whatever, and it was bleeding a lot. And so I went up to the front of the class, and this was only like the 3rd or 4th day or something of that class. And I was like, "Hey, I'm bleeding. Do you think I could go to the office or something?" And I remember like keeping my cool or whatever. And he goes, like, he looks at me and he looks at the whole class. He goes, "Oh, is little baby gonna cry?" And I
What
was
a
like,
dick.
"What? No. I'm bleeding a lot."
You know
Like,
what you
I need
should
a
have done?
Band-Aid.
You should have said, "No, but you are," and then you have to squeeze it and shoot blood at the teacher.
Oh, God.
And then all the students, so everyone just screams.
Yeah, I just had like a carry moment. or
Yeah,
whatever.
and then you're just laughing.
But I got really pissed, and I was like,
That's
"What the
social
hell?"
suicide.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Stop trying
man,
to
the
commit social
story would
suicide.
be so fucking funny
Well,
10 years later.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna take a turn. So,
Uh-oh.
I got really mad, and I kind of like yelled at him a little bit, and hated him or whatever. And when I came back to class, I was talking like a lot of shit about him, and then I was like being like extremely negative about him the rest of the day.
I hate him.
And I really did hate him. It was one of you have this
he's
like
worth hating. Oh, you gonna cry?
totally
What are you doing?
unfiltered hatred that you have when you're a kid because you don't understand what it means. Like hate someone. It's like fucking hate him, and I told my parents that I hated my teacher, blah blah. And I thought some real terrible thoughts, and I came into school the next day, and he wasn't there yet. About an hour in, and the principal came in and said he died that night. He had a
What?
stroke.
Dude, you're so fucking powerful. What the fuck? Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay. So he had a stroke that night,
Jesus
and
Christ.
when I was like thinking, like I hate this guy, I hate him so much. I honestly feel like I probably did think I hope
Which
he
is
dies.
why Philip and I are best friends, and I just
That's
I
why we have a
I
joint
feel
bank
so
account.
blessed
Yeah.
to be your best friend at this point. And
Wow.
I hope
Yeah.
you never
That
have
fuck
any
with
ill
you?
will towards
Huh?
me, because
Did that fuck with you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I felt the thing was too. I didn't hide how much I'd been hating him. So it was kind of like a thing in the class, like, dude, you like said terrible
That's
things.
so
or whatever.
shitty.
Yeah.
What
That's
the
so
fuck?
shitty.
Yeah. Do you
too.
feel like you're to blame?
Like,
oh,
what
they
kind of
they
shit-
asked that? Are you kidding me?
What kind of shitty thing is that to say?
Well, I guess these kids are. How young were you guys?
We were turning 12.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man,
We're
man
full of
children are
hormones.
horrible. Children.
Man, children are the worst.
Yeah. God.
Some call them boys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew some mean girls in school, so it's just give some, you take some. It's just everyone's fucking dick.
I grew up with theater kids, so
Ugh.
Oh, that's
everything's really
wonderful.
passive.
No, sorry to all you theater kids out there. I don't think you're gross. I just think
No,
it's
but
fucking
you guys
weird.
know what I'm talking about. Everything's either really, it's just really catty. It's always catty.
And they're always fucking touching each other. Like,
Oh,
stop
there's a
touching each
lot
other.
of
no,
action.
there was somebody who would he had to be talked to for kissing everybody, and it was like you give people kisses on the cheek. It's like, man, it's nothing against you. And I need you to
All you
not.
theater
So
kids out
you-
there, just
wait.
stop fucking kissing and touching each other.
Real
You don't
quick.
like being touched.
You don't like being touched. We've learned that recently. Do you not like kisses on the cheek?
I don't know what point in my life I'm supposed to socially start doing that to friends.
Here's the weird thing. So Miami messes you up and makes you a weird person. You have to kiss like everyone on the cheek in Miami. It's like it's like a high five. It'd be insulting if someone like put up a high five and you kind of like pulled away. But when I got to college, I went to it was like a kind of a redneck school, and I leaned in, and me and my friend almost got in a fight for doing that to a guy's girlfriend. We're like, oh, nice to meet you. Mwah. And the guy's like, "What are you doing?"
You're like, nothing, man. I'm hiding my gum in her ear. What's wrong?
but I had been in Miami for like 18 years or whatever, so I'd never encountered people that did not like.
Yeah, no,
kisses on
and
the
I just want to
cheeks.
be clear. It's not that I don't like touching. I just don't like how the touching was a long time ago. You know, there used to
Go
be
ahead
a
and
time,
put it out there.
There used to be a time where you'd get unsolicited back massages,
He's talking about at SourceFed.
Oh, okay.
or just it's just like,
It wasn't like in the 90s.
Yeah.
You guys know back in like
unsolicited.
2002.
Remember when like Smash Mouth released that song? and-
Yeah. Hey now, here's a back rub. It's unsolicited.
Yeah.
Ow.
No, exactly, and it's just like there's a limit. Like I don't mind a fucking high five, but if I'm being, like someone's grabbing my fucking dick or ass, it's just,
That's
I
not
feel-
cool.
I feel like it's not cool.
And you know what? It's not cool. And guys, and that's the lesson we're gonna take away from today's podcast. That's
Don't
not
grab
cool.
my dick.
Don't grab.
No one
Don't
ever
grab my dick,
grabbed
and
Steven's dick
I ain't got no
again.
tits yet.
No, I ain't got no tits yet. Did you say bro or dog at the end of that? I ain't got no tits yet.
I ain't got no tits. Oh.
I like
Valuable
learning.
lessons. If you're a theater kid, don't fucking go kiss people and hug them and shit. Sometimes they don't like it.
If you've got problems, talk about it.
And don't fucking go kiss me.
Don't wish
Always-
people dead.
No, don't try to work through your anger the best you can. I know
Stop.
sometimes things seem rough and tough and tumble, but you have to talk about it and you need to work through it because guess what? There's more to life.
Yeah, and you got 8 vibrators, dude. Just don't
8?
bring them to school.
I don't mean to judge. You can have as many sex toys as you want, but
Yeah.
why will you keep them in your locker?
There are plenty. I mean,
What?
sure, maybe it's easier if your parents see them.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, it's like 8.
Yeah,
I don't think you
8?
need 8.
It was literally
You need-
like 8.
You just haven't found the right
7 or
one
8, yeah.
yet.
Yeah, and maybe just test them out.
Yeah.
And it was like a service. You could send the back ones that you didn't
Yeah,
want.
just like Warby Parker glasses where you get 5 in the mail.
Uh-huh.
But with dildos.
This is not
Or
sponsored, by
vibrators.
the way. But it could be. Look at that baby's face.
Well, yeah, that'd be the
Look at
worst.
that baby face. Oh, God.
Holy shit!
Oh, God.
A
What'd
little-
you do to
It's
that
little
thing?
Jessica. Hi,
And
Jessica.
those are only the little tidbits, little treats you can get by watching the podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, you guys on the audio
Oh,
don't know what's
man.
happening right here. But as a little closer, Philip, where can they find you?
Hey, you guys can find me on Twitter at Fimo, but lately I'm trying my best to get more into Snapchat. So hit me up on Snapchat. Fimo knows I'm having real interesting conversations with you guys on there.
That's
so hit me up
fun.
there.
I really like talking to people on Snapchat, but something. Where do you like to talk to people?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that everyone here has a Twitter, but is it obvious that I have a YouTube channel?
Whoa, maybe.
It probably isn't. So you can go to youtube.com/StevenSuptic. I just made a video about FouseyTube.
Oh shit, it's really good.
Tube Lords.
It's a very good video. But you can also follow me
shit.
on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and
Where else?
YouTube. I
There
forgot
you
the
go.
last one. It's all Sam Basher. Super easy. I'm coming out with some special stuff soon that I'm very excited about. Make sure you keep your peepers peeled. Make sure you like this video on YouTube and then rate and review it on iTunes because every once in a while we like to read those when we're on the turlet.
Can people see your shirt right now?
Oh,
Can you
what's
show
that?
people your shirt?
Oh, what is that? If you look in the photo, look at the.
If you look at the video, there you go.
If you listen to it real carefully, you can hear the colors of it.
Sam's got a shirt. That's a Sam shirt.
Something, you good?
Yeah.
You good? You went through a
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah. Well, no, what?
No, you're good.
Yeah.
No, you're doing great, man. Hey, you know what?
Huh? Yeah. What's up?
We'll see him next time.
Yeah. No, we'll see you guys in the next podcast.
There it goes.
Yay.
Thanks to our sponsor, McCormick, we are going to be depicting classic holiday stories on these scrumptious sugar cookies that we made using McCormick spices and extracts.
Ooh, look at all the people riding roller coasters in hot tub seats.
Okay, that seems low-key dangerous. Are there seat belts, those overhead things?